Hello, today we are going to work on the Yang Tai Chi form, grasping the swallow's tail. Tai Chi means the grand ultimate. Tai Chi Chuan, the grand ultimate fist, which is the style that we do. It was originally a fighting system, but over the years became a health system, but still has applicable self-defense methods. All right, so we're going to start out just warming up the body a little bit using the ankles. And we're going to switch to the other. And then with the knees. Just going around nice and easy. Then we're going to work the waist. And we call this the python. So now we're moving the shoulders, the hips, the knees. We're going to do some figure eights with our wrist by just bending over and letting our shoulders work like that. And just moving. And coming back up slowly, just working around. And then we're going to go in the back. Make sure you strike yourself in the back. That stimulates all the nerve endings at the base of the spine. And then just moving a little bit more, a little shake. The more relaxed you are, the easier and the better it is, and the better the benefits will work for you. All right, so just from here, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to breathe in and out through the nose with the tongue on the roof of the mouth. We're going to do tearing the curtain. So first, this is called scoop. And tear the curtain, just like I'm actually grabbing something and tearing a curtain open. So I'm coming this way. So in breath, scoop, out breath, looking over the wrist. The head turns with the body. It is not separate. Breathing in, that's called a yin breath. An out breath is called a yang breath, yin and yang. So in breath with the nose, out breath with the nose. Then we're going to do the other hand. Then we're going to pick it up with both hands. Coming across. looking over my wrist with the in-breath, then with an out-breath. The next we're going to do is called a wipe. Just like I'm wiping a mirror, and my hand is doing a guarding block. So as this hand comes across, this thumb turns toward me. Looking over my fingertips. A slight bend in my elbow. That's a guarding block. We're doing wipe. Now we're going to do sinking elbow, or I call this hug a tree. Kind of like you're hugging a big tree like this and your elbows are down. See, that's called sinking elbow. So when you're coming here, you have a block coming across and this way. So I'm looking over my wrist, guarding block. Sinking elbow. In breath, out breath, tongue is on the roof of the mouth. So, tear the curtain, scoop, tear the curtain. Wipe with guarding block. Now you have hug a tree or sinking elbow. And then we come up. And down and up, yin and yang. Hand goes down, your feet go up. And down. Next, what is called a repulse monkey. This is a technique that stops punches coming toward you. If somebody is stepping, punching like this, this is a technique that strikes and comes down. Now you don't want to slap. That's a slap. This is a strike. That's called fajing. It means explosive energy. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. We're doing this. Very strong. So as a punch is coming at you, you're striking down and striking down. So the punch comes one, down. Fajing. All right, so what's going to happen is this hand is going to come up and relax, and it's going to strike, and then it has another punch coming at you here, so you strike down like so. Pull back with the elbow and strike. I use my wrist, see my wrist. If you ever have to defend yourself, you simply step in and snap your wrist to the target's face. Do not ever punch anybody in the face. All you do is hurt your hand. That's like it's in the movies. You want to come back here, and if you ever have to, you strike that way. So here and back. Now, and on the other side, coming down like so. Strike, that's Fajing, explosive energy. Out breath. Back. Striking. So now when we put it together, we're going to come like so. So we have a strike. You notice my hands are moving like one, see? So I strike and strike again, like so, and back. The next is called waving hands like clouds. This is another technique, very strong fighting technique, but disguised as just a pretty movement. When you were practicing out in the field, you didn't want anybody to know what you were doing. So you would just go like this. And what it is I'm 90 degrees to each other. 90 degrees. This is here, this is here. That is very important. What is actually happening is somebody is throwing a punch. So I block their punch down, and then I strike them here, and then when they throw another punch, I strike them there. So it's like that. Like that. Monkeys, clouds. So they're very dangerous fighting techniques. But right now we're just using them to get our body and our mind and our spirit in the state of yoga. Tai Chi is moving yoga. Yoga means body, mind, and spirit as one. So we're using these techniques not only to use as a self-defense if we had to, but to help to just focus our whole sense of being, okay? So that's all we're really after. So we want clouds. And I like cumulus clouds, all right? So you want a big puffy feel. Tai Chi is a sensomotoric skill. You feel what you're doing. It's not like a dance where you go from one point to the next. The transition is what's important here. So I'm blocking a punch and counter-striking at the same time. So waving hands like clouds to repulse monkey. Two very good fighting techniques. Up and down and so. Like so. Okay. All right. Now in the Tai Chi, they also do have some kicking techniques. Now they're a little bit different than the karate techniques or taekwondo techniques. Now what we're going to do is just like so, and we're going to have our hips slightly forward, our knees slightly bent, tongue on the roof of the mouth, And what's going to happen is I'm going to come up with my hands and all my weight shifts to the right. So when I come up, my hand goes like this, like I'm looking down a gun sight, right down a sight. And I pick my knee up, and when I kick, I straighten. So from here, I actually, and down, and I breathe in with my nose. It's the only martial arts system that breathes in when they kick. So what happens is I straighten my knee when I kick. I come up and down and step down. Most Tai Chi kicks are done with the heel. But as you get older, the heel is more difficult to kick with. So I prefer the ball of the foot, and it gives you a longer range. So when you come up, you keep your foot under your knee. Do not go back. Go up, out, back, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Then you come to the other side. Bend your knees slightly. Coming up, I look through my gun sight. I pick my knee up. I come up, kick, and down. So as I come up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. That is called a front kick. The next is called a side kick, where you hit with the side of the foot, the blade. That line right there. So now when you're coming up, you're slightly shifting your weight to the left. The foot comes in, out, and back. So coming up, my knee is bent. When I do the kick, my leg straightens. Breathe in and down. Next, I'm going to go to here. Coming up with the left, straighten, down, and step. So again, coming up, and down, like so.
One step backwards.
Yep. Was that all right though?
Yeah, that's fine. You keep on going.
Okay.
I'll come to the camera so you can see the back.
Okay, so those are the basic kicks in there. So you're hitting with the ball of the foot and the side of the foot. Now here, we're going to do what is called double push. So I'm standing like this. My hands come up. I sit back. Double push. Use my waist slightly and coming up. And now to the other side. Double push. Sit back. Double push. Sit back. I leave my elbows in close to my body so I don't get punched or kicked. And pull. And this is a good exercise for working the quadriceps. Like so. And coming back. Now when I come back, I come to here. This is called shamisen, playing the 3-string guitar. Like so. Now from here, all I'm going to do, and this is a nice drill, is lift my foot up and go up and down. See? And do that a few times, and then switch. Like so. Here. See? Nice exercise for working there. Okay, now we're going to do this one piece called grasping the swallow's tail. I'm going to walk you through it and then I'll run through it. But basically it starts like this. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Breathe nice and easy and watch like so. So my hands come up. Just a little breeze and down. Now my hands go counterclockwise right up the center line to protect myself from getting hit. I shift to the left. My hands coming around. I turn my right foot. I shift, step straight out, and part the horse's mane. Now here's that guarding block that we worked on. The guarding block comes this way. I'm going to hold the ball. I'm going to turn my foot. I'm going to push the ball. I'm going to flip the ball. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to grasp the swallow's tail, which comes in just like this. Fingers to infinity. Pull from the waist. Double push. And then we're going to do monkey sits back. So this is blocking a punch. And after the punch, I strike right to their face, right there. This is fishes in eights, which is like double push. Coming back, this points to here. My hands turn over. I come across looking over my wrist. And this is called single whip. And then from here, I come back to there. Originally, that was the whole Yang Tai Chi. It went from a half a dozen moves to 108 moves. Now I'm going to do that one more time. Take each move, practice it individually, do the warm-ups, and do the different exercises we did in the beginning. Okay, so grasping the swallow's tail.